Luke 8, verses 40 to 48. Jesus raises a dead girl and heals a sick woman. Now when Jesus returned, a crowd welcomed him, for they were all expecting him. Then a man named Jairus, a synagogue leader, he came and fell at Jesus' feet, pleading with him to come to his house, because his only daughter, a girl of about 12, was dying. As Jesus was on his way, the crowds almost crushed him, and a woman was there who had been subject to bleeding for 12 years. But no one could heal her. And she came up behind him, and she touched the edge of his cloak, and immediately her bleeding stopped. "Who touched me?" Jesus asked. When they all denied it, Peter said, "Master, the people are crowding and pressing against you." But Jesus said, "Someone touched me. I know that power has gone out from me." Then the woman, seeing that she could not go unnoticed, she came trembling and fell at his feet. And in the presence of all the people, she told why she had touched him and how she had been instantly healed. Then he said to her, "Daughter, your faith has healed you. Go in peace."
Now, don't you get me wrong, for everybody does. I'm not a wee, quiet mouse, and I never have been. I mean, with a name like Big Ilsa, I could hardly have ever been petite. I was always in the limelight. I always chased the boys. They never chased me. And if there was a go as you please, I'd be there singing 10 guitars or crystal chandeliers or hands, knees and bumps a daisy with actions. I used to be 23 stone, many of which weren't stones at all, but sherbet bonbons, clotted cream caramels and chocolate eclairs. I was 36 when the bleeding started. After many consultations, the doctor eventually admitted there was nothing he could do to help me. So I tried other options: copper bangles, a rabbit's paw under my pillow, bathing in salt water when there was a full moon. I went on a 7-day silent retreat. I paid 3 wages to have a wee Italian for crystals, which had healed half the folk in Rome. And all the time I was losing weight and losing hope. Big Isa became then Wee Isa. And then I heard he was coming to our village. It was my last chance and I knew it. I thought I might just squeeze through the crowd, but that was useless. They were packed tight like sardines. So where I got the strength from, I don't know. I just got wellied in. I shoved, I pulled, I kicked an old man in the shins. I bit somebody on the arm who tried to keep me back. And then I saw him and I said, "God, this time, please." And I threw myself forward and just managed to touch his sleeve before some man who smelt of fish gave me such a shove that I fell on my backside. But that was enough. It worked. Though I was a quivering wreck when I realised that the whole procession had stopped and everybody was staring in my direction. He said it was my faith that did it. But I had had faith in the doctor before and in the crystals. It wasn't just my faith. It was him.
Lord, teach us not just to have faith, but to have faith in you, to trust you and to rely on you. Help us to break down the barriers that prevent us from doing that. Amen.